We will be getting started in about 10-ish minutes. And there would be the top of the hour. Hello and welcome. So, sorry about not streaming last week. I wound up with the COVID. Wound up took most of the week to get it to go away. Otherwise, I would have streamed about halfway through the week while I was waiting on my quarantine, as my work requires me to take a week quarantine minimum. I am now non-symptomatic, so I'm capable of returning to work tomorrow with a mask. My audio is coming through, correct? Capable of returning. Yes. Okay. So I don't know how long we're going to last, because my throat might still be a little effed from coughing and being sore for most of a week, but we will try to go as long as we can. And we have returned to the chateau. I have picked up, was it the paranormal stuff pack, or whatever that most recent one of that was. The planner. Okay, let's just do this the smart way. Packs. So I picked up Cottage Living. I picked up Dream Home Decorator. And what was the last one? It wasn't spooky stuff. And then the paranormal. I have no kits right now still. I might pick up a couple kits. I don't know yet. This will likely always remain blurred out unless I have to use it to get another bundle. So I did pick that up. I have been playing around a little bit, and I might take some time and we'll go over some of the builds that are in Bradford over Henley? Or Bradford on Henley? Because it's very similar to how Snowy Escape was. Excellent builds. I haven't seen anything that I want to instinctually demolish and replace. A few things I may want. So right now I've just been messing around in one of the locations because I saved this backup of it and it's not too big. So as you can see, I added some lines to the grass, just following a well-pruned lawn tends to pick up these lines if they're really focused on linearity. And it's a nice little touch. Off camera, I did mess around up on the and add in a small study. It's not fully finished, but it's there. And I added a trophy room, as I felt that was appropriate in a building of this size. Trying to remember if I did anything else. Oh, right, I prepped a hall. I started prepping some of the hallways. So the hallways are somewhat prepped. And we're going to be working primarily in these two hallways and these three spaces here, though we may push out into the patio. So we've got our grand dining hall. We've got, I don't know what to call this room. It isn't a dining hall, but it's got that, it's like a dining hall's fancier cousin. So we got your banquet hall, and then you've got the nice fancy space. I don't know how I want to decorate these. And then we've just got the hallways, and I'm thinking just a couple of couches here, maybe some tables. Not sure what to do with these two. These two spaces will probably be bedrooms, kind of in the same light that these are. Just a different shape. And then I want a kitchen here. So that might not be the most accurate place to put it. It may wind up down a level in here. Alright, I added in one of two vaults into the lower hall. So we'll have a vault here and a vault here. So essentially I'm just going to mirror it to the other side. Probably. Sorry, I just had an idea. Let's see that, and then does this actually fit on this wall? Yes, it does. Maybe we'll do that instead of the... Okay. Yep, sorry about that. Back to what we were doing. So we have a small vault room down here. Kind of hidden in a good spot. So, as you can see, I have done a little bit of work off camera on these, just trying to get a general theming set up and some preparatory work done. But let's get started with some lighting. Whoop. Sorry, clicked the wrong button there. Lighting, ceiling lights. Actually, what do we have for ground lights? God, I really wish we had like a big old fire pit that we could place in the center. It's a big rectangular fire pit. It would be super nice. That works there. I'd like something smaller and lighter in feel for this room. What in the goddamn hell? Sorry. I haven't played... I may have played around with some of this, but I haven't played around with all of it yet, so there's still some stuff that's like that where I haven't seen it yet. I haven't played with it. I am so happy. I generally look through the decorator planner pack thing, and it has some of the stuff I've wanted so badly, like an induction stovetop. Damn it, last one always misses. Come on, go over one. There we go. So this is kind of meant to be a dance hall kind of a space. Now, let's get some good flooring in. We'll just keep using the slatted wood. I feel like that's a good option for these. Though, can I get that in a slightly warmer tone? Or in a cooler tone, not warmer. There we go. And let's actually just go... do something like that in both of them. Ooh, we do have the parakeet. We do have this style. Yeah, this is not a floor I would use as a primary. It would definitely be like this as an accent. Or used in extremely small amounts. Never large quantities, just because it'll never really look spectacular in large quantities. Now, where the hell is that reflective wallpaper? Should be. It might be in wood paneling. Bingo. Strangely enough, I have an image from anime stuck in my head for this. But I digress. Carpet would be a good choice. Living room, thank you. Now what do we have? Options. Oh yeah, this is a good way to... finally have an excuse to use this stuff. Nope, wrong way around. Yeah, we'll do that since we got that trimming go around. And actually, let's just do that and then do two of them. And then we got some room behind this, but not much. So we need... Oh, what do we want? What do we need? What do we think looks aesthetically pleasing? Do a couple of these. Oh, nope, can't put one there. So I have put a connection going across and through this room. Ignore my ramblings when I get like that. I just need to think, and I think through tunes. Oh, I'm gonna have to add that to a witch's cabin. Just full stop. Okay, I digress. Yeah, I'll probably do a full-on, like... Well, damn, that is actually a proper mood board. I am impressed, Sims team. Like, that's properly done. This is an example. You have your general floor plan. Now, to be fair, most mood boards won't have a direct floor plan of what you're using. You may have a couple example ones, but you got some... But I get due to how this pack worked. You got some fabric samples. You've got your tile sample there. This may also be your flooring sample, but I'm assuming tile in this case is the wall. Paint swatches, some example images, some more paint swatching here. There's your flooring right there. Color me impressed, Sims team. Color me impressed. Oop, hello. These might wind up in the... These might get scattered around, because I kind of like the look of them. What tile did I bounce that one off the top of? Second one. That was like here, and then we'll put one more where that door would be on the other side. Nice. A little bit of accent. But not what I was looking for. To be fair, I have no idea what I am looking for. I'm just kind of scrolling through this list, which just gets more awkwardly long with every passing time. And I do have BB move objects on at the moment. I need it to do some of the painting I was doing. Or I shouldn't say painting, I should say floor assignment. Because there was some stuff over here that didn't want to click on properly. Oh, I could have done this on that little project build I was working on. Yeah, some of these are going to get used in some other locations. There we go. Get it in blue so it can pretend it's Doctor Who. Even though I know that's a police box, not a phone box. Yeah, I think we'll do that just for the comedic value. 397,000. Whew. Starting to get up there in price. Oh, that goes too far into the door. Damn, that would have been off. No, actually, down to one. Let's start to fit now. Yes, it does. I like that as just a sculpture for the center. Since I can't have a fire pit, you got this sculpture running up the middle. This one always gets me as, what is this meant to be other than a bomb mid-detonation? But I digress. The no sign. What the hell? Oh, it's a broken road sign. There's a lot of... Yeah, I might play with some of these later. Okay. But I want to get some some rugs again. Since I distracted myself the first time doing it. Let's add a bit of color variation. So there's the rough dining hall. I may figure something else out. Activities and skills. What do we got? What else do we have? There, we'll do that, and that gives us a dance floor to work with. The big idea is that for the most part, this is just used for dancing and like the standing gatherings, not so much partying. We will continue the Elden Secrets as the primary color there. Let's grab you. The Laura. Is it just me, or does this thing give off, like, no fucking light? Comfort. We'll do love seats. I think that's small enough. Fit in here. And... there, we'll place another one. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I was looking at the time and it's like, that doesn't look right. I may not be sick anymore, but my mind's not fully recovered yet. To be fair, it is me. Has it ever really been recovered? Now we'll just do a color palette. Okay, now let's try it. There we go. So swap the color on these over to, yeah, that beige will work. I'm gonna choose the wonderful, wonderful world of beige. And then I'll grab you, hallway. Oh, I didn't get both hallways. Okay, and I'll just do the same on this side since both sides are mirrored. And then up here, grab the slatted wood. Damn, this manor just keeps getting bigger. Yeah, I'm doing a night light check. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, time for some outdoor spaces. I'm gonna take a look at what's predefined here. What the hell is that? Like I said, I haven't played with all this too much yet. Actually, let me take a look. How big is this? This isn't too comically big. Because I don't want it rubbing up against the building. My roommate has been telling me to put hedge mazes in this. So we'll put in 2 hedge mazes. Purposefully uneven to bother everyone who prefers everything to be symmetrical. Because I am a twisted MF. I always feel like I'm about to break something I'm not supposed to when I do that. Okay, and across and across. There we go, so now we got a couple hedge mazes. Not really that good of a hedge maze, but oh well. Yeah, he has an obsession with hedge mazes, so he'll be happy to hear I managed to fit one in here. Aluminum allure. Am I the only one that feels just kind of saddened by that one? I might incorporate some of this into a spot on this. Design. Oh, hello. I didn't even know this fountain existed. I will put it here then. Oh well. That's a right. Yeah, okay, that's a regular column. I wasn't. Actually, wait. This is the column I was looking for at one point. Oh well. Okay, well, I know where it is now, so I can find it later if I need to. Don't mind the Mach 4 speeds. And then we're gonna just start bop 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 oop, bop. Yeah, da, 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 da. Just gonna do some really quick light decoration here. We'll expand it as we go, but for the moment, grab the black version. Like, this is just to get like a basic idea for space being used. Oh yeah, and we are totally putting a witch's den in this, by the way. That's just happening. Need a crypt. No, nothing good there. Nothing screaming out to me there. Or there. Might grab... Oh, God, where is that? Where is that? Lighting... Outdoor lights, maybe? Not that one. I said not that one. Sorry, the escape key's not wanting to respond again. I also don't know why that's was trying to go through the floor. Like, I don't... Turn the grid on, maybe? Ah, damn, we're off by 2 on that. Okay, so let's just move you there. Grab you again. And then I just gotta find the post for it again. Because they should all have a post that complements the design. So, oh, that's probably in decorations, statues, sculptures, maybe. Wait. Yeah, it bothers me they managed to remember to put it into the right category. There it is. I did not mean... I was trying to hold shift there and I was holding caps lock. There we go. So let's just swing this into night. Oh, that's very close to the aesthetic I wanted, with the lights just lightly hanging off of it. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this room. To be fair, it's not going to get used often. No, not what I was looking for. Oh, I know. We can turn one of these into like a sitting room. Like a regular sitting room. And not any of these crazy spaces I'm setting up here. We can just have a regular family room. And because I'm a sucker for symmetry there, I want the fireplace on this wall. You're in yesteryear. Yeah, I like that one for this room. I want to choose a lighter paneling. I also want to be aware there is a distinct possibility in the long run that this build may get finished off camera around the time that I do the apartments. I might finish the rest of it up off camera when I get around to doing the staff apartments. Just because by, I think, around then, I'm going to be bored of doing this build on camera and not doing other fun, unique builds. So right around then, you might expect to see... So this might be one of maybe 2 or 3 more streams on this building. And then we're going to move on. This is not the permanent light. This is just what I'm using so I can see what the hell I'm doing in here. Okay. I want a TV in here. That's... You wanna know one of my greatest disappointments? Oh, they fixed it on this one. That normally you couldn't fit a TV on these. So there's that. Oh, and I saw a cool trick with this from one of Max's own setups. Instant sectional. I mean, just look at it. Bask in the glory, and you can do it with this one too. Like, thank you. Something we've been wanting for a while now. And they finally added it. Because before, the closest we could get were these. It was kind of ugly. Don't suit the purpose. And sorry, I'm just enjoying. I'm rocking out to the music while I'm doing this. So I think once we get the living room, and if I come up with what this room's going to be, because I know this space is going to be like the magic realm, and maybe a greenhouse. So like the magical realm stuff up there. But I figured, you know, we need a regular living room. No paranormal, no crazy parties, just where the family would actually go to be together and relax. Oh god, the more I look at these things, the more I want to do more builds on it. Just when I was playing around with that, I redecorated an entire... You know, actually I like that one for here. I redecorated an entire one of the apartments in it. So it's all themed after it now. Turned out awesome for just a quick slap together kind of a thing. Where I didn't really have a set, or I didn't have a good mindset for it. I was just kind of going for it. Sometimes you just need to do that. It's like, just go for a design. Just stop what you're building, jump into another location, just go ham for a little bit. And then once you feel like you've gotten it out of your system, or you feel like you've created something really good, then you can come back to the other stuff. But there's like no reason to sit there and force yourself suffering the whole time trying to make a good design when you're just not feeling it. Because I've done that a few times. Okay, so we got a living room space now. Where are we at cost? 434,000, and we are probably about halfway done with the entire build. Again, this will stand as one of the single largest builds I have ever worked on till completion. Oh right, we need to swap that light. And as we go on, you may see me start to slack on some of the design, because I'll start to move away from finishing the whole design so that you lot can finish it to your tastes, rather than it being 100% done for you, as some people may want. As some people may want some slightly different aesthetics in the room. Like, you may not like this. You may want certain art pieces, maybe the pieces that your Sim's creating. Why do I have like 30 broken blisters across my hand? I know I... Oh yeah, exciting news. I replaced my desk, or my desk chair finally. Came in yesterday night. It's got neck support, lumbar support. Ugh, sorry. Ugh, sorry about that. It's got neck support, back support, lumbar support, arm. It's got proper armrests on it. And it's got a footrest that I can kick out if I need to. I do sit a little lower on my desk now, though, than I used to. But otherwise, I'm very happy with it so far. I do wish I could push the spring on the lumbar down just a little bit. As I've dealt, because it's a mesh back chair, and I've had mesh back chairs before, or I've sat in them before, and I prefer the ones that don't have a lumbar brace in them, or at least one that I can remove the tension on a bit. Because I prefer the springiness of the mesh to support the lumbar more so than I prefer a dedicated support unit pushing against my back. It's a personal preference kind of a thing. Let's see. Let's grab a pool. Ugh. Okay, let's just do... there, that'll work for that. And then I want to do... you game all the way to there, and then I should be able to bring this... nope. Let's bring that up by 1. Okay. So we kind of got a little bit of a patio space set up there. Patio is the wrong word. Yeah, we'll bring this one past. That way it covers up that kind of unclean edge. And then the rest of it's now an outdoor water decor, which I'm not a fan of that separation. Let's go crazy. Let's do like they've done a full rock style on it. I'm gonna do a hedgerow right here to hide that gap, so don't worry about that. Let's do a couple of these. Yeah, we'll do the big one. Some. There's that. Now as for the walls, we want stone, you'll do, and floors we also want stone, you will do. You will not do. You will do. So we do have a pool. I don't know how to decorate for this. I might put another one of these little fountains like right here and just replicate that. I think we will just repeat the flagstones. I may put a small roof shelter here. I want some... keep clicking off. Sorry about that. Come on, give me some deck chairs. There we go. Nice, luxurious deck chairs. This is the kind of crap at work I'll have to deal with once summer hits where I live. Because we've got a pool deck on the apartment building I work for. I work for one of those high-end to mid... I'll call it middle class to upper class apartment buildings. So we've got a lot of amenities. I mean, a lot of amenities. And our pool deck forms a wind tunnel pretty easily. So every night, or every day, I have to go back. I'll have to reset the pool deck region every day. Because a lot of it will have blown away. Or will have at least tried to blow away. Yeah, at that. Yeah, so we'll put a little something there. We'll put something up here just to break up this front lawn a bit. But we are reaching kind of what I had planned for this. So I want to take a break from these kind of builds. And I want to take a look at the new stuff from the... I say new stuff despite the fact that this pack's been out for almost a goddamn year. But around the time that Cottage Living came out a year ago, I wasn't playing, so I didn't really see any of it. And by then I was kind of in a Henford on Bagley. Was I saying Bagley on Henford? Henford on Bagley. There we go. But, so I didn't pay attention to any of this when it came out. I wasn't interested at the time. I was burned out of The Sims. I was coming off of a lot of schoolwork. So we'll start up here with Cordelia's Secret Cottage. I will have to replace this one right away, so we'll go and take a look at it, but I will hot swap it in quick because I have a backup. This has been my test plot where I'm just kind of messing around with new designs for it. Like here I was messing around. This time I was messing around trying to replicate this, but as a Sims home. Damn it, missed. Hit the wrong button. My load times are not exactly stellar. Let's try that again. Because I saved a backup of it. Because I had a feeling I'd want to wind up replacing it if I didn't come up with something nice. But let's just start with the overview. So, noting where it is. So you're way up in the, what I'm going to call the Fairy Hills. Because of the fanciful waterfall there. You've got the big swirl there. So you kind of have a more fanciful feel to this one. Let's just take a look. We've got a lovely pen. Like, one of the only things I would do to this is a little trick I told my roommate when he got this. And you'll see this, I won't say a lot, with fences of this style yet, but it's not uncommon. But you'll see the corners be stone. Like that. But then you will have wood handling the rest. And part of the reason you'll see stuff like that is because... So that's a minor change to what was here. Is just because a lot of the stones would be coming out of the fields. So you wouldn't necessarily have enough to build a full wall without lugging it further than you would. But wood's cheap. Wood's easy. Wood's replaceable. So then you would build the rest of the fence out of wood, but you'd have the stuff that would be a complex joint or a weak joint out of stone. Also, I do love the little animal shed. And then you've got a lovely little chicken coop. But now looking over here, we'll turn the grid off. This, I didn't know about these, the little animal ones, and I love this so much. I love the cap setup, although I have an issue with this thing going where it's not supposed to. It'll, like, drop partway down. Yeah, it's, like, super nice looking on the outside. Actually looks like a nice little cottage. It's only one floor. But looking at the layout, and it's a little under-furnished and under-decorated, which is normal for a Sims Maxis build, because they can't decorate too much due to a few limitations I have to put on. But this kitchen is, and I hate to be the kind of person using that terminology, adorable. Like, it is everything you expect when you think country kitchen. And the fact that it matches the rest of the room, they didn't just put a hideous color on the wall and went, see, it matches. I think they went a little overboard with the bathroom for it being a shower. Like, I would have done a countertop, and then, so countertop along this wall, bathtub kind of a setup. Or a bathtub. I would have done a bathtub with countertops rather than a freestanding and a shower cubicle, but that's personal preference. Super nice, super simple little living room. You know, that does not, if it wasn't for the little antennas, that would look like an old CRT monitor computer, but, you know, I would add maybe an end table here, or maybe here, and maybe a over-the-shoulder lamp here. So something like, I'm not going to place it, but something in line to this. Just a little over-the-shoulder lamp. Bedroom, you know, you got some beat-up furniture, but very little quaint little thing. Reasonably sized. The other thing I would have done is I also would have probably put a bath connection through here for the bathroom. But for being a little starter home on a 30 by 20, this is a very nice setup. And don't mind that B and the way this is spelt. That's just how I know it's a backup unit. So let's move down the road to the next house. And I'm very happy with how all of this turned out from an architectural standpoint. So I haven't looked at the Moody Macmillan residence, so let's take a look at that. So it looks like we have a elder's homestead of some description or something similar. Yeah, no, my hand's disintegrated. Sorry, it feels like I'm rubbing my fingers together and it feels like sandpaper. So let's just do a full height. Oh, that is an awesome little garden space. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to figure that out. You got a lovely little garden space. Let's see, a chicken coop. Doesn't look like they have an animal shed, so they are... It's a far more simplistic... Oh, I love that there's just this right off the... This is my... Okay, so here's my issue. This is clearly your road. So... Oh, no, there is another path here, but that's even weirder because this looks like it'd be the cars for the residents. So it doesn't make sense that your exit would be here. Oh well. Again, we got the little fox and chicken thing going on up on the roof. Let's go down to the first floor. I'm already loving what I'm seeing. I would have put a handrail on that, but that's personal preference. I do love this gate. Got a nice, simple patio. Could use some more items, but you know, hey. Just not... So we've got an awesome little entryway, which has your nice big L. This I saw this in another one, so I think this is like the hallmark of whoever did this. It's rare you see them do this with some interior supports, but they took advantage of that small platform they built. But very comfortable feeling sitting room. Across the hall, Personally, I would have done an open arch there, but that's personal preference and design. Oh, I like this kitchen. I like this kitchen just because I have a personal preference towards dark cabinets, light furniture. So for me, I prefer this over that red one we were looking at just a minute ago. Oh, there is a fridge for this. They've just been using some of the other ones. And the kitchen leads right into your rear mudroom. That makes sense. And, oh, you just got a little workshop space with a, what'd that be? It'd be a half bath. Full bath has a tub. 3/4 bath has a shower instead of a tub. So that's why I was stopping to think. And then it's half bath for this. And then there's no such thing as a quarter bath. Though usually... Though there is technically bathrooms that just have like a toilet or something. Let's head upstairs and take a look at up here. Ooh, I'm liking this. See, this is a better use of space, but I would still do a countertop here over a pedestal sink. We got a guest room. Small office using... This is one of my favorite items they added. Is just the super thematic typewriter-looking computer. I just love it. Another bathroom. Again, actually, this one isn't as egregious, so I would probably put this on that wall. And chest table here. And then into the master is a nice dark themed. What do we got here? Yeah, just a nice little notebook. Oh, that was an ensuite too. Nice. Oh, that was 14 nettle. Let's take a look at the next one down on the list. Again, I'm just doing this because I love reviewing these default buildings and how they actually appear aesthetically. I just want to take a look at the national park real quick. I have not taken a look at this one yet. Then we'll do the rental house, and we'll make an arc along the river, then get the big inhabited mansion, then we'll do the town proper. I just kind of want to get a feel for the park, so we probably won't be looking at this one for long. There we go. Okay, so we got a really murky pond. Nice. Simple little camp space. Couple stands of trees. Very nice, very nice. There's like your entrance to the park. Get the weird little swirl going. Nice, I like it. That's a nice basic nature area. So next up is the rental. Now 13 Nettle Lane. I have looked at this one. This is one of those moments where they did a really good job of merging a classic style with a modern twist in like an addition looking section. I see why people complained about the cushion on this chair. The thing is they kept calling it flat. It's not flat. The foam is actually like a super, super stiff memory foam. So it's a little harder than it's absolutely comfortable. So I will say, I'm not a fan of this in the way they use it, but this is a hallmark of another one of the creators, is this like, you do the half walls to hide the base of it. You can see they did it here on the addition, but it's very similar. I do like this idea though. So we've got a vacation lot, so it's a bigger house. You've got a nice sitting area around the back, well decorated. I think this is a good example of a smaller space is easier to make look full than a larger space is. So let's go in through the front door. We got a half bath again here and a living room right in the front, which would make sense because this is a rental, so you're not going to have as long of a sit there. Knitting supplies. Yeah, this is another hallmark mark I noticed. But you got your nice stairs going up. And then over this way, you've got games table. And then you get into this modern section that was added on, which you can see is just like a block added to the original design. Which contains a second living room, sitting room space, your dining room, and the much more modern looking kitchen. Which I actually love the look of. Well, let's head upstairs and take a look. Remembering that I'm going to be a little less critical of this because it is technically a rental property, so there would be some quirks to this that you would expect. Again, much better use of the space. Much fuller use of the space. Thank you for making this open to below. That's a weird optical glitch. Sitting area in these corners is great. Just a basic storage cabinet there. Another bedroom with a full bath. No, still a 3/4 because that needs a shower to be a full. Not sure why they had that sitting half tile out, but that's hardly an issue. But again, full approval. I love the usage of a glass box addition onto the classic to create your addition. Get over here. Ugh. Damn it. Tired. Okay, so next up we've got a new start. I don't think this... So this looks like this would be what? This is 2, this is 3, so this is probably 4 Mill Lane. So it looks like we have a young adult sim living here. Probably after a new fresh start, so let's keep that in mind as our theme running through. The issue with so many... one of my biggest complaints is a lot of these lots are already built up. Ooh, we've got... Oh, that's cool. Kind of gives it a bit of a rundown feel. Like, it's a little wild, which is actually a nice touch. Let's take a look at how it interacts with the world space. Nice, nice. I like it. I think calling some of these streets is a little bit of a strong phrase, but okay. But just looking... Yeah, it's got, like, this has almost a dilapidated feel, but in a good way. Oh, that is a funky roof line. I love it. Okay, so you got... Looks like a converted barn. Do you have a description for it somewhere? I'll have to check. But no, this is definitely reads as a converted barn. So let's take a look at the interior. We're going to assume this is your front door just because of how the space is shaped, even if this is meant to be your front hall. Right into a living room. Book nook. Ooh, pardon me. Okay, let's... I'm not the biggest fan of this kitchen, but I can't place my finger on why I don't like it. But I'm also liking that since like I mentioned, this looks like it's a converted barn. I like the consistency in the beams being everywhere. All over the place. There's just beams. This is 2 separate rooms that they use to place a beam, but you got a lovely little office. So you got that. So you got a little office right there. 3/4 bath, and then you got your main hall here. This is a little awkwardly placed. Let me just... There. Kind of got a little hall space. Let's head upstairs and see what I'm assuming... Oh, open to below. That is a questionable decision. Just because you get this little weird landing here on these stairs since they merge it in. Another lovely little sitting area, full bath, into a... which is en-suited to your master bedroom, which is a lovely little number, but I'm going to do another just super minor tweak. Just super minor little thing. Ooh, nice touch there. So if you have the beam, you might as well hang the light off the beam. I would have loved to see more windows, but, you know, understandable. And I don't think they should have followed this wrap all the way around. Just because it looks a little off with the wainscoting wrapping the corner. Like, this would have been fine all the way around, but the wainscoting looks a little off doing that. Again, minor complaint. It's me being nitpicky for the sake of being nitpicky. Ugh. Next up, we have 3 Old Mill Lane. Sorry, I almost said road. Seriously, another zip forming? God. Above. I hate that. Okay, let's take a look. So it looks like we've got a full pre-built farm here. Looking at the roads, yep, it's oriented properly. This is very much entering into manor levels. Maybe not British manor, but, you know, manners. Very small garden space. I would expand this in the long run. Nice pen there. Ooh, really manicured back garden. garden. I'm liking the completely covered porch. I'm not feeling the trim line going around. I don't feel it's really necessary. So the false room for the... Yeah, that's a full-size chimney that they just tucked in a level lower and built partial walls up for. So for reference, this one is running 100,000. So you come in, you've got a very big you've got full bathroom and then a living room there, kitchen. I like the layout. I'm not a fan of the color scheme. Yeah, that's how you know it's an awkward space. Then through here to your dining room merged. I'm going to call this your party suite with an office off the... Ooh, and layouts are starting to get a little weird. I would have put a door here. Here, put all of this in here, and then take the living room and put it here. That way you kind of have your party central, and then you have your private spaces, and then you would have a direct link there to the bathroom rather than having to go from here around and through. You would instead just be going straight across. Let's go upstairs and see if it's better up here. Looking worse. The fuck am I looking at? Just what in the god damn am I looking at? This... Why is there just a random... Oh, I think I found the Maxis house. Jesus. Don't mind much going on in here except for the color. Not a fan of how cartoony this rug is. It doesn't come across as a rug. Yeah, that looks fine if bland as hell and kind of sad. Yeah, this one definitely screams the Maxis house issue of it got too big and it started to become bland as a result. I've noticed that with a lot of their project, or with a lot of these, even the good ones can have this like level of blandness when they get really big because you can't decorate them all that much for the default ones. We're not going to take a look at 2 Old Mill because it's literally just an empty lot. It is the only empty lot. Everything else is pre-built, already has a resident in it. So let's take a look at the Watson family home. Once we're done looking through, I'll probably call it for the day. So I have looked at this one again as well. I, again, do not stand as the biggest fan of it. Like, there's a lot of wasted potential, especially when this one's kind of based around farming a lot. Like, so much of this would be farmland if I was doing it, and it's kind of random stands of around stones, but the building itself looks aesthetically pleasing, well balanced. Turn that grid off. There is some weirdness like this. And this little side garden space, but let's go inside. And we have well spaced out rooms. So your entry hall has your stairs up, have your stairway up. Kitchen with an ensuite dining. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Formal dining room next door into a living room. Living room, I would remove these. I don't think they add anything to the space and kind of take it away, especially when they don't have a complementary one on the other side to explain their existence. This is a lot of wasted space. Like, if we look at this, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10-ish squares of just completely empty void. But aesthetically overall, my main complaint, I'll be honest, is with the exterior, not with the interior. And if we look at the exterior, it's like, again, huge garden space, but kind of mismanaged. Nice little pond. Nice big space, little kitchen, and then this like random space that's not used well. And that's ignoring the two giant voids of unused space. Now, when I say unused, I mean unused, and really these decorations are clearly just there to fill a space. But I digress. Okay, straight into a sitting room off the top. Directly across, we have a desk bunk bed. This kid has got a lot of room. I would give them some signs that make them look athletic, so like they work out in here. On to the next one. This looks like potentially the master suite or a master suite. This is the master suite. So master suite, I would have given it a corner unit preferably, and then so I would have just literally swapped the roles of these two bedrooms and moved the door. But I digress. Well pointed, decently spaced. I think if you're getting into this point, just use a goddamn counter and a sink. Clearly a teenager's bedroom. Literally two hints, or the two hints that immediately gave me teenager: giant boombox, LED on the computer. But now you look at it, it's like, yeah, you've got their world's version of Harry Potter, you got a pop singer, you got a school bag, you've got a calendar with... Isn't that a Caliente right there? But I digress. Over here, again, we're looking at probably a younger kid. Yep, we're looking at the young kid's bedroom there. But yeah. So my big complaint at Old Mill Hill is just kind of the misuse of the garden space. I feel they could have gone a little bit bigger on that. So we are down to our last four. So we got the Scott residence, we got one cobble bottom, we have 5 cobble bottom, and we have the Gnome's Arms, which we will end at the Gnome's Arm. Because you always want to end it on a pub. I will say I have looked at the Gnome's Arm bar. It is exceptionally well done as far as I can see at a cursory glance, showing that the person who designed it actually understands how a pub is supposed to look. I have not looked at this one. This thing is adorable. I'm going to start with that. It's adorable. Question that a little bit, but I don't hate it. Over and across. So let's take a look inside. Entry hall. Oh, wait. I have looked at this one because this is the weird one that has a ladder because of how steep the building is. I probably would have sacrificed some room in... one of these side rooms. Like, this room doesn't seem to serve an official purpose. I probably would have worked with this room as the stairway up rather than the ladder. The ladder is kind of, we didn't have any better ideas. Kitchen space is fine, if a little weirdly shaped. I'm going to call this the guest bedroom. I like it. This is the part that gets me, because it kind of arcs through a pseudo-study living room space, and then up here is just completely unused. Like, this could have... So that's not even the guest, that's the official bedroom. Then you just got the storage attic. So this is kind of a weakness here, and... honestly, if you're going to let these things clip through, don't make this accessible. Just make this a roof. But otherwise, yes, I do like it. I feel like with a lot of love, this thing could be a really cool build, or reno build. You know, just gutting the inside and reworking it. Next up, we have the Scott residence. 2 young adults by the looks of it. Let's hop in and see what it looks like. So this is one I know I haven't looked at. Okay, we got a complex roof line because we got it in multiple segments. So that looks like an addition. Yeah, this looks like it's a building that's gotten a few additions, like the sunroom here. Ooh, that's a cool idea. With nice use of the glass roof texture. I'm not a fan of this. I would have put a plant here just to give it some breakage. Into a living room. Living room is quite nice. One room over, you have the kitchen. I'm liking this a little bit. I would have done this as the bar system instead. Dining room and your little sunroom. That's a great idea. This leads to a office, which leads outside. Nice. Looks like an architectural office of some description. Right next to a toilet bath. Ooh, here we go. We got a nice European-style split bathrooms. I digress. Path through here. Building's definitely got a lot going on. I think this is the forager's station. Some chickens. Yeah, this is more or less what I did, but I did it with tiles rather than spraying it. Let's see. I feel like they overdid the exterior doors, but that's a personal preference. Let's head upstairs. So right through there. Again, just a little full bathroom. Getting into the wasted space scale here. I would have just shaved that entire wall right there off. Got a lovely little nursery, so it probably means the family's trying for a baby. So you got a nursery, full bathroom. Over here, you've got a full bathroom with a bedroom, kind of oddly shaped. Like, unnecessarily oddly shaped. What the hell? Oh. That's... seems like a lot of effort for something that not many people are going to witness. Or notice, I should say. I appreciate the effort, but I don't feel like it was worth their time. And this walk-in closet is a little weird. But that is 3 Cobble Bottom Street. Not terrible. I don't mind any of it. There's some weird choices, but they're not necessarily bad choices. And that's what I don't see. That's the big thing that Max has had an issue with a lot. Is there was a lot of weird but bad. I don't mind weird but good choices. A weird but good one, for example, is the home that's in a plane crash. That's a cool idea. It's weird as hell, but it's cool. Whereas eco living, just gonna leave it at that. This eco living was such a clusterfuck. On the 5 Cobble Bottom. There were so many weird things, like whatever the port's community space was supposed to be was just awful. Okay, so I've taken a look at this, but I've already forgotten it. So we've got a little bit of garden space. Now this is a garden space that makes sense with with chicken coop, decent use of space. So I probably would have just like taken this and carried it through up to there instead of bringing it all the way to the wall. But otherwise, I don't see anything wrong with this. I might have done another rogue patch of flowers over here. Maybe some around that tree. Oop, too far. Let's take a look into an open plan. So that makes this a little awkward. I would have just done something simple like even that, just to kind of create a delineation. I would have used something more appropriate, like that, to delineate the space, just to create that visual break between where, like here it wouldn't work, obviously, but over here it would have. Maybe. Just to kind of create a better transition. Otherwise, that is an awkward transition that has a visible line. You don't really want transitions that have that hard of a line. Definitely not feeling this room at all. I don't know what they were thinking here. I would have done one tile. Probably would have done door here. Dresser there. Bed may have gone to a bunk bed so you could fit a desk in. Not too bad, though. I'm not feeling this lighting for it and the skin tone. You kind of want to go with Pantones for it, and then the bathroom's in a very weird spot. So the layout's really weird and kind of went for an open plan when pretty much everything else in this pack, or in this world is very closed floor plans. So I probably would have avoided the closed off floor plan and would have gone for a more open floor plan there. But, yeah, I would have gone for closed over open for once. It's a rarity. For me, I prefer open over closed or semi-open over closed. But finally, we are ending at the bar. The Gnome's Arm. Is it Gnome's Arm or Gnome's Arms? Either or. You get the point. So I really like what they did here. They did an excellent job with it. So first off, adding little touches like this around your police or your phone box. You bring everything right up to the actual edge of the lot. This is so important to push the connection to the world space. Bringing this over to add to the spacing is so important because it connects it to the greater plaza. It doesn't create this bad delineation that happens, that actually happened in Snowy Escape in a few spots where the one I'm always building in is in a really awkward spot that's hard to integrate into the surface. But let's continue with our outside trawl. So we've got a completely enclosed patio space. I love this little pit here for the tree. Nice touch there. See, that's a little bit of decoration that you always need. You got a back entrance. That's clearly a back entrance, maybe where some patrons head out for the night. Great use of this trim, matching it to the slightly off-green color. You've got the little fireplace trick I mentioned earlier, complemented by 2 traditionals. You got a little menu board. Like, the decorations are stellar for this one, and you could easily continue growing it. So let's go inside. So you come in through a nice basic little welcome area. It looks like they didn't carry over there we go. So that looks like it might have been they meant to put them both white, or they experimented and that one never got reset. So that's a minor little mistake that costs nothing to fix on the player's part. I like this setup. It screams British pub to me, even though I've never been to one. Into here you have kind of a comfort, what I'm going to call the coffee shop space. So that's just kind of making fun of the modern coffee shop has this have these all the time, just like a regular sitting room. Oh, it is the Gnome's Arms, by the way, plural. And you've got some more, I'll call it traditional dining seating. So, plus a couple smaller ones of those. Great way to hide this little corner, though I probably would have rotated them into it. I think that looks a little bit better, but I realize that that might be because I have that. Oh, here we go. We've got a tiny little kitchen to explain where the food comes from. It's just a basic fridge, flat top cooker, and sink. That is a great touch. That helps explain where the food magically came from that a lot of the bars need. Then up here we've got our bathrooms, which is where Maxis likes to put them up on the second floor. Personally, I put them down on the ground floor, but that's just me. So this is kind of an awkward space as a result. Like, I would have put a privacy barrier running right there, but that's, again, me. I would have put a carpet here too. But you come up the stairs, and then you've got another like little living room space. I think if I did this, I would make this, I would move the bathrooms downstairs. I would find a place to tuck them in somewhere. Even if it meant I sacrifice a little bit of space somewhere. Even if it meant I like sacrifice this table and put the bathroom here or here. Or even just made this box here and put a bathroom there. Just, you know, and then make this a full-sized apartment, like an actual apartment with a privacy door on it, though the door would probably be here, where the family would live. So you'd have shop below, family home above. But that's all I had in mind for today. I'll leave you with the image of the gnome's arm, and I would like to thank you all for coming today. Again, hopefully we should be finishing up the chateau in the next coming streams. I just didn't have enough rooms planned out. It's hard for me to plan out a space that big. I hope you enjoyed this relatively short tour through Henson on Bagley. Or Bagley on Henson. I really don't care which way it goes. You get the idea. As it is a great example of what happens when you put a little bit of care into these builds. They come across as realistic, they come across as comfortable, and they come across as well decorated. But I digress. I should be back again next Sunday, assuming I don't get sick again. I want to thank you all for coming, and have a wonderful day.